Got original 1967 Volkswagen VW Beetle. This is original Sapphire 5 for 67 Bug AM radio. We've done a complete case cleanup on it, repolished the dial, redone the push buttons. Everything is completely polished. There's nothing we didn't touch. It's got a full Aurora Design conversion in it. It's got AM FM stereo, 4 channels out, 45 watts a channel. It's got pre-outs on it if you want to add an amp or sub. It's got auxiliary in, which is automatic. So that means you can put anything into it, turn it on, hit play, the radio will automatically change over to it. I'll be demonstrating that. It has a USB port. It's your harness you'll be getting. I've got mine hid in my glove box because you can operate it all from the push button that comes with it or from the dials. I'll demonstrate that. This will play a thumb drive, which you'll be getting with it, with this video on it, some music and files. This will also charge your device. I'm getting a little charge off of it to my iPod right now. It was a little low. Auxiliary in plugs in right here above it. Everything plugs into the back of the radio once you get it in. Auxiliary here, you get a male-to-male for that. That comes in the package. This is it. It's got a Bluetooth, hand-free phone calls, voice command, voice assistance, voice ID. It will seek and scan your stations. I'm going to be demonstrating that. It has built-in fader and balance in your toner. It's fully loaded. Make sure I got my camera right. Right now you're on FM. You got a little operating LED right here. It changes multiple colors. It's also there for status and to show you when you get into the seek and scan. I'll demonstrate that. You got a little stereo light over here for when you find a stereo channel on FM, it lights up.
Wonderful little children. Center in Los Angeles. And God healing all those.
We got all the presets, so you can preset your station. Got all them working. You got treble and bass like you've always had. You won't go to AM radio, just simply turn the unit off and right back on. Well, I didn't do it quick enough. Off and right back on. The little light goes to red, put you on AM. That's 650 here in Nashville. Off and right back on, takes you right back to FM stereo. We're going to do the balance and fader first. We'll show you that. If you hook up 2 speakers, you'll have balance built in here. If you hook up 1, it'll go straight to mono. You won't have a stereo light. It'll run 1 speaker. It knows automatically how many speakers you got running. These radios do not require 12-volt consistent, no batteries changed, no memory to have to worry about. So if you lose your battery, it goes dead, or you got a cutoff switch like I got in mine, when you turn it back on, this radio goes right back to doing what we had it doing. Balance and fader. All you do to get into your fader, I got 4 speakers hooked up. Just back your treble back a little bit about center ways and crank it clockwise like a 12 to 2 motion, 1, 2. She'll come on there and say in the fader mode. As long as you're moving that control, toner control, in that mode, you can fade from front to rear. You find what you like. When you find it, just stop moving it. It'll beep once and go back to toner. After that, we're going to go back to that mark. We're going to go counterclockwise, like a 12 to 10 motion. She's going to do the same thing, but she's going to say balance mode. You can fade, you can balance from right to left. Let's set our speakers up.
Fader adjust.
There's your rears, fronts. Set it up so I can hear all 4. I'm going to let it beat. Now I'm back on treble and bass. I'm going to going to go back to that mark. Now we're going to go into balance so I can hear my right and left.
Balance adjust.
Right side. Left side. I can hear all four of them. Let it beat. Now I'm set up with all my speakers. I go to treble and bass. Now I can hear all four speakers. Alright, that's how you set up your speaker system if you're running 2 or 4 or 3. You can balance them out and fade them out to where you can hear them all. That's not too bad. Seek and scan. I'm going to show you how to put it in the seek and scan mode. I'll show you how to lock onto a station and how to actually even find that station if you want to pull a preset out and save it. This will scan without the needle moving. That's the reason why this little light's in here. All you do is take your tuning knob and turn it up twice. 1, 2. That little light gets to flashing. Now it's going to start scanning stations, and we're going to let it scan 4 or 5 stations.
That's when we think of...
Remember when word traveled through the land that we have won. And it made all the...
But then they got their friends, I pulled up in the bins, they all got a plan, we all went to den, and then I had to pray, if you f***ing with this girl, then you better...
I'm going to let it go a couple more, and then I'm going to show you how to put it in the stop mode. If you want to just stay there, it'll lock on it, or even find it. And that's the way that it works. All you got to do is watch that little light, that's what it's there for. Say we like that station there, all we do is turn it once and start flashing quick. Now it'll lock on it if you don't move it, or it will go quiet until we find that station. There it is. Pull out a preset, now you have it. Anytime you're in the scanning mode, you want to stop it, just turn it down 1 click and it'll stop scanning. You want to go up twice, it'll start scanning. Down to stop it.
The freezer.
That's FM. We want to know what station it is because we got an AM dial. We don't want to change the looks of it. Them AM FMs, they're high. I've seen them. I've tried to buy a few of them. They're outrageous. You want to know what station you're on? Take the volume knob and turn it up 3 times. 1, 2, 3.
88.7.
She tells you what station you're on. Go up here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
92.1.
It'll do this on AM and FM. That's how your voice ID, your scanning, and all works in this little radio, which is pretty cool.
Amps and I would.
Try to find a station I won't get in too much trouble with. Let's see, I should have enough juice on this thing. Let's unplug this iPod. My battery runs low on that thing all the time. So you can plug your phones or anything you want to in there and you'll get a charge out of it. That's pretty cool. Auxiliary in, like I said, is automatic. You get a male-to-male cord like this. All you do is just simply plug it in and put a device on it and turn it on and hit play. Hit play, it automatically changes over. The light's gone to green. Nice clear sound. Anytime you're on an auxiliary in device, a little green light showing, you won't go back to radio, just take your device and turn it off. If you don't touch the radio, it will go back in 20 seconds to where we had it set. During that time, if you don't want to listen to dead air for 20 seconds, which most of the time you're usually fooling with something that runs by, just turn it off and on like you're cycling from AM to FM. It knows where you went to auxiliary in. It automatically switch back over. That's how your auxiliary in works. Now we're going to demonstrate. We're going to do the initial pair up on our phone. After you do the pair up, every time you get in this little Volkswagen, you have your phone with you. When you turn it on, she will come on and say Bluetooth connected.
That's the point.
It will take up the multiple devices. It will always pick the very first one, so if you're primary driver, that's the one you want to do. All you do is bring your phone up, make sure you're on Bluetooth, and we're going to let her help us out here. We're going to hold this button down.
Bluetooth ready to pair.
It's going to show up on her phone. There it is, and we tap on it. She's going to tell us when it's done pairing up.
Pairing completed. Bluetooth connected.
Alright, now we know we're connected up. We're going to do a voice command. You get a mic, you can actually run out and get it closer to you if you need it. Some people have louder mufflers, some of them have convertibles. If you feel you need to get it closer to you, you plug it in where it says mic over here and run it. And the one that I have mounted in the lens right here will go offline. You can't hardly see it, but it's right there in it. We're going to do a voice command and check it out. We're going to hold this down and bring our phone up. Play music. So now we know that mic's working. Sometimes they're a pain to put in, but that in there wasn't too bad. Now my phone's not going to act right. Sometimes I have to jiggle it. Smartphones, they're smarter than I am.
Sorry, I'm having trouble playing your music.
Well, let's go back and do it this way. Let's bring our music up. Let's go straight to it. Now let's go back and try it again. Stop music. Back to radio. This is all designed so you won't have your phone in your hand while you're driving. So if you're going down the road and you listen to that and you want to say call somebody or you want to look up a map or a restaurant, all you got to do is hold this push button down. Now it's going to work right. Hold it down. It's my phone. Play music. Now we're on my music. Now you don't even have to have your phone in your hand. It'll be dark. I brought it up so we can see how to work it. But say you want to advance your songs. You got two ways of doing it. You can push this to advance. Twice will repeat or back up. Depends on how long you're in the song. Or you can actually do it with your tuning knob. If you take the tuner and turn it up a click, it works your phone for you. I can keep on going up. I can back up. Now we use this to bring our phone up to tell it what we want it to do. We can also do it with the volume knob if we go up twice on it. Stop music. There's multiple ways of working it. That's how your Bluetooth initial pair up and all works. Phone call comes in. Phone call will override whatever you got the radio doing. USB, anything. Auxiliary in, it'll override it. You'll hear it ring. You can press this button one time and answer your call and talk, or you can take the tuning knob and turn it up one click and answer the call. When you're done, let the phone hang up and it'll go back to doing what it's doing, or you can press that to end it or turn it down one click to end your call. Pretty simple. If you do it a few times, it comes right natural to you. That's how your phone and all work. Now we're going to do our USB port. A lot of people like to hide these. The only time you got to take it out is if you want to change it or charge the device. It's going to go straight to it when we put it in. Let you hear it a minute. Now, same way in this one, if you want to do your songs, advance one time. Advance. Back up. Back up. Works just like your phone. Now we can put this in pause by holding this down 1 second. Put this in pause. That little light's going to blink a couple times. We're going right back to radio. Now I'll show you another way to do it. You can use the volume knob to do the same thing. We went up on this to bring our Bluetooth up till it what we're going to do. Now we're going to go down on it. Let's go back to our thumb drive. We'll listen to music, go down, right back to the thumb drive. Depends on how long you're down, whether it goes the same song or not, because, you know, it's a computer. Pretty neat. Let's go back to radio. We can hold this down 1 second and bring it up, or we can turn it down twice. Put it in pause, go right back to radio.
They don't see is what they're missing.
If we want to go to Bluetooth, let's turn it up twice.
Lest God, if they give up all reins to their life and become...
Play music. Now we're going back to my phone. Want to advance? Now we want to go back to radio, or we want to tell our phone to call home, or whatever we want to do. Stop music. That's your 1967 Volkswagen Beetle AM radio, fully redone, full design, Aurora Design conversion. It's fully loaded and it's ready to go. It's cleaned up and ready. Appreciate you letting me do it for you. It's I love doing these radios. They're pretty neat. Anyhow, when we got it in, we had a lot of the chrome peeling off here, especially on these. We changed these out. We always try to make the radios look like they're supposed to. But I appreciate you letting me do it for you. Thank you.